Hello. Today I want to talk to you about two incredibly dumb yet incredibly powerful metrics that, in my experience, most of you probably aren't tracking when it comes to your e-commerce business, and you probably should be. What are they? Well, I call them blend ROAS and blend CPA, but simply it is your revenue divided by your combined marketing spend across all channels and your total marketing spend divided by the number of orders that you received, regardless of channel, over a fixed time period. Essentially, it is you take all of your marketing spend, and whether you're just considering media spend or whether you're considering all of your agency fees, even kind of headcount, whatever it is, it does not matter, just as long as it is an internally consistent formula that you are using. And you get your revenue from either your e-commerce platform, Google Analytics. Even though it's not perfect, it's going to be good enough for this exercise. Again, provided it is internally consistent. You divide one into the other, and you've got your blend ROAS and you've got your blend cost per acquisition. Okay, now I know what you're thinking. These are just too dumb to be useful, these metrics, right? They're too simplistic. Yeah. They're ignoring external factors and environmental factors. True. What about evolving factors that also contribute, like the strength of the brand? Yeah, I'll give you that. And don't we have a problem if we are just attributing all sales to a subset of the activity that we are actually performing in order to grow this business? Yeah, I mean, these are all valid criticisms, but I challenge you to look at your super sophisticated attribution model or your per channel reporting or any other way that you are assessing the marketing performance of your business, and tell me that these criticisms don't also apply to them. The difference with those is they're much more complex to actually get the data and more complex to understand what's going on. This is a very simple money in to money out calculation, and that in its purest form is how well is our marketing performing? Are we continuing to, are we growing the business at the expense of efficiency, and was that something that we actually intended to do, or is it that's just something that seems to be happening as a byproduct of us not really thinking about what our overall strategy was? And what this does, it helps you to kind of benchmark that. The other thing that it does really, really well is it allows you to understand whether, when you onboard new marketing channels, whether that's truly adding to incremental revenue, or whether it is just reapportioning your overall sales in a different way, into different kind of channel mixes. Now, if you saw my previous video / rant about why affiliate networks piss me off, you'll understand what type of thing I'm getting at there. You had a channel in isolation, it looks like that channel's doing really, really well. You look at your numbers, it's like, oh, I'm spending more on marketing, but I'm not generating any more revenue. Actually, my ROAS is going down, my cost per acquisition is going up, yet all of these channels are telling me that they're doing really great. So you've got an attribution issue there. You don't need an attribution model to tell you that you've got an attribution issue. Actually, this will also tell you if your attribution model that you've invested thousands to put in and you're using to inform all of your decisions, whether that's actually working for you or not. Are the decisions that are being informed by your attribution modeling tools, are they really driving the business in the way you expect? This is your sanity check. Now, I said, in my experience, very, very few e-commerce retailers are actually tracking these. And I track it across all my clients. And why not? It takes literally seconds to calculate this, even if you have to do it manually. If you've got some sort of dashboard going on, like Looker Studio or something like that, even just with the data sources you're pulling in, as I said, it doesn't need to be 100% accurate. It just needs to be internally consistent, so you can plot that trend, and so that you can see that when one of your marketing channels appears to be doing really, really well, is it truly adding incrementally to business? And is it doing it in a way that is aligned with your strategy. Because if your strategy is actually to go for efficiency, and what's actually happening is you're getting growth at the expense of efficiency, then there's kind of a mismatch there. And again, this sanity check will absolutely allow you to understand what's going on. And say it takes 2 seconds to really get this up and running as a manual calculation. If you've got dashboards, just get it added to your dashboard, make it a metric that you track, like once a week, once a month, whatever frequency you're having your broader sort of marketing, trading meetings, look backs, assessments, whatever. Because although it won't give you any answers, it won't tell you where you need to look, it will quite quickly tell you if you do need to look at what's going on and whether the rosy picture that you've had painted elsewhere is in fact as rosy as it first appears. Okay, super quick tip, that one. And hopefully some of you find it useful. I will be back in the next video. In the meantime, I'm going to enjoy a fucking strong coffee. Cheers.